Hello, welcome. My name is Tracy. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator here in Central Victoria, Australia. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today I have a gorgeous project. It is a Frankenstein bag. It's a great little treat holder. It actually holds quite a bit and it's mainly focusing on the Monster Bash Designer Series paper. There is a little bit of stamping here and that is heat embossed, but you could definitely get away with not even doing that. This is actually quite a decent sized bag and fits a lot in it, and like I said, it's really using that Monster Bash Designer Series paper. As soon as I saw it in the catalogue, I knew I had to have it. It is absolutely gorgeous. So it's just tied together with this ribbon at the top here. I'm going to untie it just to show you what fits inside it. I've got some Cadbury chocolates in there and it holds a lot. So it's a really decent sized little box bag that you could give away as a gift to someone very special. Okay, so let's get started. The supplies needed for this bag are, I have the Birds of a Feather stamp set, and like I said, you don't even need to use this one. I just liked the sentiment Trick or Treat, and that's what I went with. The star is the Monster Bash Designer Series paper. I absolutely love this paper. We're using for the bag this one here with the bats. It measures 4 by 12 inches, so you can actually make 3 bags out of one sheet of Designer Series paper, which is fantastic as well. We are using this paper here as well just to do the cutout, so I'll cut out Frankenstein for the front of the bag as well. This ribbon here that ties it all together is the black glittered organdy ribbon. Super cute. It was in last catalogue as well, so it's a carryover item, which is fantastic. We have the Versamark ink, and we're also using white embossing powder, the heat tool. I have some silver metallic thread, 1-inch circle punch, and I've just got an old hole punch just to poke a couple of holes in there for that ribbon. These are the supplies here. Now all the measurements and supplies can be found over my blog. There is a link to my blog post in the description of this video. There's also a link to my online store if you would like to purchase any of the supplies to make this project or to make anything at all. You can go over to my online store and purchase through there. Make sure you use the hostess code. Not only can you earn yourself Inka rewards, you can also, you'll get a handmade card sent to you, and you'll get a bundle tutorial sent to you via email as well. So a really great deal just by shopping through me. So the Designer Series paper, once again, measures 12 by 4 inches. We have a piece of the basic black, which is the bottom of this bag. It measures 4 by 5 inches, and then we just have a bit of scrap basic black that we're going to heat emboss and then punch out with the 1-inch circle punch. So I'm going to just start off with that basic black cardstock. We need to bring in our stamping trimmer to make that little box for the base. So we're going to score on all 4 sides at 1 inch. So let's quickly do that. This comes together really quite quickly and easily. It's not hard. It's very easy to make. But I think it looks super cute. And it's nice to use up some of that Designer Series paper that we all have. So all those are scored. Let's burnish them with the bone folder. And we're going to cut up each of these score lines. Now there's 4 there that we're going to do. So let's do that. And not only are we going to cut up them, we're going to notch out a wedge as well, just along where we've cut up from. Well, I didn't quite cut off enough, I don't think. There we go. Then we're going to turn it to the opposite side and do the same to that opposite side. When you're making boxes, you always work with the opposite side. So we take out these little notches just to give that box, when it goes together, it just goes together really nicely. Turning it over to the other side, on each of these 4 tabs we're going to just pop some Tombow Mono Multi Glue and then just pop the box together. we're just going to line our edges together, and you need to hold it for a couple of seconds and it will stay there. This is super strong glue and great for making some boxes. And last corner. So it gives a nice stable base to your bag. And there we have it. So that's quite big. And then when you add the 4 inches on top, it is a decent sized bag. So we can pop that to the side for a minute. Let's bring in our designer series paper. I'm going to work on our opposite side that we're wanting to use. I'm going to bring some tear and tape in, which is the best adhesive for this. And we're going to run a line of adhesive along the very bottom of that designer series paper. I'm also going to add up one side. Now this is going to go along our box. What I want to do is just on the top here, just run a very small amount. So not that much there, just along the top. And that's just going to cover up that gap in between. So we can start popping this down on the bottom of our box. So we're going to take off a little bit of that backing. You don't want to take it all off, so just a little bit. And we're going to start in the middle of one of the longer edges. So we're just going to run it along the edge. Keep tearing off that little bit of backing. You have to make sure that you're not going too far over. You want to run it along that bottom edge, and just as you go along, just secure it down. And you can pinch those sides as well. Over the next side, pinching that side. Pinch, pinch, and then we're onto the last side. So I'm going to take off those other bits of backing tape. We've still got to be careful, we don't want it to go down on the wrong part. Running it along the side again. Beautiful. Okay, and then what we can do is, oops, there we can just pop in just that first, probably inch down, and that keeps it all in together. So that holds quite a bit in there, you can see. Really great. So I'm going to bring in the hole punch, holding it together. I'm going to punch 2 holes. And we can pop all our chocolates in now. We've got some more to chuck in. Let's count them. 4, 5, 6. I think that's enough. Let's just do 6. Have my organdy ribbon. We're just going to feed that one through those holes, and this ribbon goes through really easily. It's not hard work at all. The ribbon doesn't fall apart. Last one. Now chop off this tail. Just going to tie just a bow. That's probably a little bit longer than I need, so I can just chop off the excess there. There we go. So let's move on to this embellishment that we have here. So there's so many different ones that you can use. I've got a Frankenstein up here. Let's take him. He's a little bit smaller than the one here, but that's okay. You could pick and choose or just do each one as they come because they're all spooky but cute. So I'm just going to fussy cut this one out really quickly, leaving a bit of a border around. And I thought using the silver metallic thread sort of looked a little bit like cobwebs in the sun. Which I thought gave it a nice little effect as well. So that one's cut out really quite quickly and easily. That basic black piece, I'm going to bring in the Versamark ink and that stamp that says Trick or Treat. This would go well with silver embossing powder too, I think. I just really love the contrast of the white on black cardstock. I think it just really stands out and looks great. Just going to heat that with the heat tool until the powder melts. I have the 1-inch circle punch that I'm just going to quickly punch out, and that's just big enough. I only wanted a small sentiment, and that's going to go here on the right hand side. I'm using a glue dot to stick that one down, so let's just pop a glue dot on the left hand side. I'm going to attach that really quickly and easy. Let's pop some dimensionals on the back. I'm just going to cut some up. And take the backings off this one, and then I'm going to attach my silver metallic thread to the dimensionals. So I'm going to create some fairly big loops there. Grabbing the ends. And I want it to sort of come out the left hand side, so I'm going to pop those ends down, so you can see that. Just a few glittery ends, and then I can pop that straight down onto that bag. So what do you think about today's bags? I hope you liked them. If you do, please give them a thumbs up, and I'd love it if you could leave me a comment. If you haven't hit subscribe yet, please do. And all the measurements and supplies can be found over my blog. There's a link to my blog post in the description of this video. There's also a link to my online store if you would like to purchase your Stampin' Up supplies to make one of these bags, or just for any supplies that you're in need of. I really thank you for your time today, and I hope to see you back here very soon. Bye bye.